write a poem about a site and then place it there and get people's opinions. So, I'm on my way now to place this. I wanted to write about this giant metal sundial book thing in the courtyard at my school. And as it turned out, I kind of got carried away with personifying metal, and it ended up being a 22 stanza poem about metal, which is kind of cool. So it's gonna go up on all of the pages of this sundial-ish thing. From there, after I finished writing my poem, I went online, got a whole bunch of images of the words in my poem, cut them out, and I kind of did it ransom note style by cutting out all the different words, and then I laminated it so that you're going to be able to see the original page of the metal through the words, through the page. So, you'll see the words, but it'll look like they're actually on the metal, but, and here's the best part, I'm not at all wrecking the sculpture in any way. I thought that was pretty cool. I hope the security guards let me do this. I've been told I'm allowed to do this. I've been told that I'm allowed to go on and post my stuff on here, but the school has these security guards, and they're pretty burly, and they're really creepy unless you get to talking to them. But they're like all bald and old, and they love to give out parking tickets and all sorts of things like that. So anyways, I went to my Professor Jake yesterday, and I said, I'm definitely going to post tomorrow, but what I want to know is, should I go talk to the security guards now, or should I just leave it? And he said that I should just go, and if they're like, hey, what are you doing? I can just be like, oh, but I was told I could do this. And then they have no say. But see, if I went to them yesterday, and I said, this is what I'm doing, they probably would have been like, no, you can't do this. So, I don't know if you can tell, I'm filming this while I'm driving. What's with me in driving videos lately? I don't know. It's all my time is right now when I'm driving. Anyways, so stay tuned, because you're going to hear it all right here. Vlog of Zedon makes site-specific poems. Specific. Okay, so we are now on our way to go post the metal. It's kind of cold. You see my breath? I don't know. Here are all my pages, my scissors. I got some tape around my hand. We're gonna see how long it takes for the security guard to actually come be like, what are you doing? But if not, oh well. I kind of look like I'm about to like do something bad or something because I'm being all sketched out. Like, oh no, oh no. This is gonna be interesting.
I don't care what they say, I'm gonna say it anyway. I think you're a top girl. How you got me feeling shy.
I've already had a few people walk past me, and they're kind of staring at me funny, like, WTF, mate? You know, that sort of thing. And I had one of those golf carty things that the security people drive around on also drive past me, and they didn't even look. So, I think we'll be okay.
And my dark skies turn all bright, and everything will be alright when you...
Okay. I realize that there might be a downside to my poem, and it is its length. Although it is 22 stanzas, and the book is 22 pages long, I don't think a lot of people will see the flip side. I don't think a lot of people will see the latter pages, the deeper pages. They'll see the first two, and they'll see the essence of the rest of them, but I don't think they'll actually climb the statue in order to see them, which is too bad.
And you are near me.
Originally, I only meant for it to be like one giant page or something, and I was just gonna make a cover for the book, but instead it ended up like this. It's kind of interesting how things can inspire you once you sit down in front of them. Even something as small as, a shred of grass. If you stare at it long enough, or if you feel compelled, maybe the way the dew's sitting on it, or the way a bee, bends it over, you just get the slightest inspiration and bam, you're off to the races.
It's like jealousy, I know it's pathetic. He's 6'3" and good at.
And we're gonna find out whether or not people want this taken down. Because when I'm back, we'll see if it's there or not. And hopefully it's there. Nope. There it is. It's all done. So it's 8:30 in the morning, and home's been put up and everything. And so now I have class until 9:30. And after that, we'll see if it's still there, or if somebody's taken it down, or graffitied on it, or whatever. Okay. Good boy. It is 9:35, and it's still up. The last page, stanza 22. The first half fell off, but I stuck it back up there. I'll probably go back and tape some more tape up there. Yes, it's up. Nobody's touched it. Nothing's moved or anything like that. It's in good shape. People are kind of looking at it, but not really at the same time. They walk past and they notice that it's not all just metal anymore, and I think they kind of get this, oh, what's that? But they don't care enough to stop. We'll try and get some opinions after I go to Tim Hortons! So I'm sitting here in front of the book, and I'm beginning to think that maybe I should have made the pages bigger. I mean, I don't regret it by any means. It still looks great, and I like it and all. And I like how big the metal is compared to the words. I think it signifies that metal's stronger in some sense, but is it really? However, I don't think very many people are noticing, which is too bad. Come lunchtime, though, there might be a few. 10:05. I wanted to use the cutout words because I thought that the colors would show up nicely against metal, and that signifies that metal is just as words taken from a magazine, something from our everyday life can be used to explain what metal is. So it kind of ties it down into the human plane. It's a nice feeling. When I was writing the poem, I started to think that maybe metal thought, if it could have thought, that it was better than us, because it stood stronger, and even though it got old and rusted, it was still there. It was sturdy and strong, and it doesn't care if it's cold outside or warm. But now that I think about it, I think back on it, I don't think it's like that. It there's a purpose. What that purpose is, I'm not too sure, but we got one guy looking at it. One.
Got you wrapped up in his arm with it.
Okay, I don't know if you can see him, but see that man walking? Yeah, he's about to go off the camera. He's in the black. That's the dean, and even the dean didn't notice. Look at all these people. None of them noticing, not even the dean. Oh, I can't tell if that man was staring at it or his friend. But everybody just triumphantly walked past the book like nothing has changed. Like it's just metal. It's just an object. I said before that I thought maybe the metal thought it was above us, but maybe we think we're above metal. Maybe we're the reason why this piece has become so insignificant to us. We just turn our heads and don't give it a chance. Don't give anything a chance.
Happy smile written in your
We are
face,
hidden.
and it's killing me
In some sense, I guess.
And I'm never gonna be alright, 'cause you are with him. 'Cause you are with him. It's just another.
As you can tell, it just got kind of busy out here. People walking all around. And still, all they're doing is walking past. Not a single glimpse.
Take another pain, another year alone again.
That girl right there, in the green and purple sweater. She was the second to notice. And now this guy, about to come into my view, that guy right there with the backpack, he notices too. People do notice. It just takes a while. And they're few and far between. And And the medal goes again unnoticed as people triumph past it. Walking, prancing, drinking coffee, wearing baggy clothes. Not at all acknowledging the invisible medal, which is not so invisible considering it is heavier and stronger than us. I have to tell you now that we're looking at this sculpture and we're watching people walk past, that no one even tried to stop me this morning when I was putting this on the sculpture. Not one security guard came over to ask me what I was doing. Not one security guard even acknowledged me. I had some golf carts drive past and not a single one acknowledged my presence or the presence of the medal. Everybody just ignored it like it didn't exist. Not a single one, not a single glimpse. Here's a big critic. She's in my creative writing class.
Creative writing?
The girl that's on the other side of the sculpture is in my creative writing class.
No, it's just another.
I don't know who the girl in the two-tone sweater is, but she's originally one of the people that originally looked at it funny.
And I fucking hate Valentine's.
You can just read it in book form if you want.
No, that was way more fun. I enjoyed that. Did you picture me?
I did.
One of them fell off. I put it back and it's not perfectly on.
I'm filming you right now.
Oh, that's awkward. I just really like that. I like the way you have all the words cut out and put together like that. And I like how it's just hanging out there and
It's like a ransom note. It's kind of cool.
It's noticeable, but it's not too noticeable where people are gonna crowd it completely. But it's like people who are fucking sweet are gonna walk by and notice it, read it, and climb around the edges like I did.
There she goes. Something has just occurred to me. One of my pages is missing. Look, it's gone. It's not there. So that's 7, this is 8 and 9. So 9 is missing. I wonder where it went. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe somebody stole it? Somebody stole my poem. Well, a stanza of my poem. Which is quite interesting. It has disappeared. And is nowhere to be found. Which is kind of cool. What is stanza 9? Oh my god. Stanza 9 is my favorite stanza in the entire thing. And somebody stole it. Somebody stole stanza 9. Can you believe that? Stanza 9 stolen. For stanza 9, if it fell off, it would have fallen down, and the wind would have possibly picked it up and swifted it somewhere over here. If somebody didn't steal it, but I've got a feeling somebody stole stanza 9. Which is fine. It's the one stanza in the entire poem that uses the word triumph about, 12 times or so. My favorite one because it's so ridiculous, the repetition. It's amazing. It is by far the best. But I don't see it here. I do not see the triumphant triumph of stanza 9. It is about 1:10 in the afternoon. So the great wondrous poetry nest has been attacked by the winds and is now on the floor. Well, the ground. And so some stanzas are missing. Of course, stanza 9 was stolen, so no stanza 9. This is Alex.
Hello. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if you read it, where it is really makes sense. thought it was vandalism, to be honest, so I was wondering what was written on it, but then I realized it was something someone spent some time on, so I just thought I'd read it.
It's on every page.
Cool. No, I think it's cool. It was about, I think, stanza 9 or 10 that I really liked in there. It was probably my favorite one.
9's my favorite. The one that's triumphantly, triumph.
Yeah, I think it was that one. That was great. I like that one.
That's the one that someone stole. But, yeah. Well, thank you for stopping. So he read stanzas 8, 9, and 10. Stanza 9 was actually stolen off the statue. So, I guess people liked it.
It's good.
Which is why I got you to read it, because it's missing, so you wouldn't get to read it otherwise. But
you wrote it.
I wrote it, yeah.
Okay, it's awesome.
Sweet. The time is 2:31, and I am leaving. I'm no longer going to be standing there by the book, trying to get people to give me opinions or even notice my poem. It's extremely frustrating and very, I can't think of the word. That word when it just lowers your self-esteem because nobody can notice the work you put out. I guess like disappointing, but not really disappointing. It's more like lowballing or something. I don't know. In any case, I'm leaving. I'm also gonna post this on the wonderful YouTube. My poem. I'll post it and I'll get a call for opinions. Call for opinions. I like that. I will post my poem and I will see you guys sooner or later.
Valentine's Day. Fucking hate Valentine's, and I fucking hate Valentine's.